presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Download our free apps on Apple and Android devices. Plus, find us on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. Search Oklahoma Sports Network and watch from anywhere.
Oklahoma Sports Network, this is Tracy Mussett, Kristen Shaver-Rogers, and Jordan Ray. We're at Midwest City High School for Class 5A softball action today. The Lady Bombers hosting the Lady Titans from Carl Albert. This is not only an in-school district matchup, it is a OSSA Class 5A district matchup with standings having implications for regionals play later on. And so we've got two teams that are doing extremely well right now, Kristen. Got a defensive powerhouse on one side and a team that's putting up runs on the other side.
You really do. Carl Albert has put up a lot of high-scoring games this year. And if you kind of compare the schedules, Midwest City has kind of won by a smaller deficit, but they've been hanging in there and really giving a lot of teams a run for their money. I think they've done an excellent job this year, and I think they're going to hold their own with Carl Albert. I'm excited to see what happens.
Well, you're looking at, and we're going to talk about this a little bit more. We had the district standings up there on the screen, and if you'll go ahead and pop those back up for just a second, Jordan, we can just kind of hit that. Carl Albert sitting in the driver's seat in district right now with no losses. Midwest City with one loss. That was a loss that happened just their last game to Guthrie.
That was really a controversial win there. It kind of happened at the end, last minute, with a call reversal that I don't think anybody saw coming. That kind of led to Guthrie getting a little bit of momentum over the Lady Bombers. But I think they really held their own that game, and I'm excited to see how that game turns out again when they run that back.
And that was a one-run extra inning game, 2-1, right?
2-1, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So Carl Albert will be coming to the plate at first. They are the guest on the scoreboard today here at Midwest City High School. The starting lineup, the batting lineup for Carl Albert, will have your center fielder, Journey LaValle.
It's LaValle.
Yeah, LaValle. Yep. And then you're going to have second baseman A.J. Bennett, first baseman Alexis Miller, followed by your third baseman Bailey Roosh, left fielder Adeline Smith, our designated hitter, Madison Etheridge. We believe we had a little confusion on exactly who's going to pitch for Carl Albert. We believe Madison Etheridge will be the designated hitter there, followed by right fielder Parker Buddy, the catcher Kinsley Flynn, and the shortstop Addison Purcell. On the mound today for Carl Albert, and we'll get to that later, but on the mound is going to be Kinley Sutton, we believe. So in the field for Midwest City. On the mound was the ace, right? Norelli Brown.
No one better to have for Midwest City to have on that mound than Norelli Brown. I mean, she is rocking it right now, especially with strikeouts, and her hitting is excellent. I mean, she is just an all-around go-to player for Midwest City. She does it all.
And we'll talk about her stats a little bit more here in just a little bit, but if I understand right, 140 strikeouts on the season. That is just so impressive.
Well, she may have a little bit more because I'm pretty sure that came out before the Guthrie game, so I don't even know if we've added the Guthrie game to that total yet.
So behind the plate for Midwest City, we have Addie Scott, first base, Liv Davis, second base, Kylie Sutliff. At third base, Cadence Berry, shortstop, Jada Jacobs. In left field, Amari Russell, center field, Natalia Wilson, and right field is Aaliyah Williams. We're about to get underway here with Journey LaValle at the plate, batting from the left side. First pitch right down the gut.
Norelli starting it off strong with a strike. Now, you know, the LaValles, they have a big name at Carl Albert. They've have very couple boys and girls that have came through the programs.
And Brown put another one right across. LaValle takes both strikes looking. 0-2 the count. And a swing and a miss on a pitch that might have been a little bit outside.
Definitely a little outside. That was a great look, though.
Notice that Brown, her stance out there on the mound, she's got that foot forward and she really digs in before she starts her windup.
And if you notice, I mean, by the time she ends her pitch, I mean, she's almost outside of that circle. She's really getting a great push.
You know, interesting, a challenge for a lot of pitchers is not coming off the ground enough to get a call, and she's dragging her foot just clearly. There's no risk of a call there of her coming up off the ground.
And she is on it tonight.
You know, one down already. We're here in the top of the first with no score, and a 0-2 count now to A.J. Bennett. 5 pitches, 5 strikes. And a little grounder hit to shortstop, fielded cleanly, throw made to first. That goes from Jada Jacobs over to Liv Davis for out number 2.
Number 15, Alexis Miller.
Jada Jacobs was an excellent addition to this team coming in as a shortstop. They were kind of lacking with some seniors leaving. So Jada Jacobs coming in and stepping into that role with Addie Scott transitioning to catcher has been phenomenal for the team.
Swing and a miss by Alexis Miller. That ball that was hit there to Jacobs by Bennett, it really come off the bat soft. I didn't know if it was going to get to her quick enough for her to get the out at first, but she made a nice throw. Not much wind, the flag just hanging nice and still out there in center field today.
It is definitely a beautiful night to play softball.
That one goes foul over the first base dugout, bounces back out into the field of play. Comes off the backstop. Backstop reaches quite a ways down the baseline, all the way to the dugouts. Oh, 0-2 the count. Another foul into the backstop. Count remains at 0-2. No balls issued by Brown deep into her third batter.
She's been very consistent. And even her balls that she misses, I mean, I feel like they're just so close. It makes you want to swing. I mean.
Well, technically, she's not had a miss at this point.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
She just did. And there's ball number 1. Little change up that came in low. At least it felt like a change up to me.
She's shaking a few off out there.
And there's strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, and we are going to go right to the bottom of the first. Just as one might have expected with Brown on the mound, no runs scored in the first inning. Coming up, the batting lineup for the Midwest City Bombers. We have our catcher, Addie Scott, followed by left fielder Amari Russell. First baseman, Liv Davis. And now is Norelli Brown batting?
Yes,
She's in the lineup,
absolutely.
right? Okay, yeah, I thought so. And so Norelli Brown will be in the 4-hole, followed by Natalia Wilson, center fielder, Cadence Berry, third baseman, Jada Jacobs, the shortstop, Gabby Williams is our DH, and then Aaliyah Williams, the right fielder, will be batting in the 9-hole. In the field for the Carl Albert Titans, and we do have Madison Etheridge on the mound. We were waiting to see exactly, so we're not exactly sure who's the DH. Is Etheridge hitting for herself, or will Sutton be batting as a DH? I guess we'll find out when we get that far, right?
Yeah.
So on the mound for the Carl Albert Titans is Madison Etheridge. At catcher is Kinsley Flynn. The first baseman is Alexis Miller, followed by second baseman A.J. Bennett. Third base is Bailey Roosh. Shortstop, Addison Purcell. Left field is Adeline Smith. Center field, Journey LaValle. And right field, Parker Buddy. The Lady Titans, the Midwest City Lady Bombers 13-2 on the season. We had those stats up earlier, those standings earlier. 13-2 on the season, 5-1 in district play. Carl Albert is 15-7 on the season. Just a few more games played than Midwest City. Midwest City's had a few rainouts, and Carl Albert sitting at 7-0 in district play. Etheridge delivers, ground ball to third, comes off the glove or maybe even the forearm of Roosh, and an error will see Addie Scott getting on safely.
That's really a way to start off the inning. That was a hot ground ball.
First pitch delivered, strike one. Runner at first, no outs. Good start for the offense of the Lady Bombers. Another ground ball hit. This one to short. Double play opportunity. Not turned. The throw from second to first goes toward the dugout. And now into center field. Little chaos in the field for Carl Albert to begin this game, and we have sitting safely at second base is Amari Russell. Addie Scott was thrown out at second.
I think that's actually Jada Jacobs at second. I think they have made a little change that we didn't get notice of.
All right. Thank you. And we've got Liv Davis. It's all right, we'll get it straightened out. Liv Davis gets a little looper over the head of second base. That's going to put runners at the corners for Midwest City to start this this game. We are in the bottom of the first, scoreless, one out on the board. Runners at the corners for Midwest City now.
For the Midwest City Bombers, number 6, Norelli Brown.
Norelli Brown now at the plate. She got it done, faced 3 batters, got all 3 out in the top of the first. Has a chance with the runner in scoring position at third now to push across the first run of the ball game. Jacobs hurries back to third base after the throw's made.
I think they may have had a little miscommunication there with Liv at second. Looks like she was supposed to be at second, but
yeah,
she hung tight. Looked like they had a little confusion there.
She headed, and then when the catcher stood up to make the throw, which was going to third, just as it happened that time, Davis held up and went back to first. This time she goes ahead and keeps running. It didn't really look like she was putting everything into getting there, though, did it?
No, I definitely think she was a decoy, if anything, hoping to get that throw down to second, get that girl across. One and one the count to Brown. Swing,
Right past third baseman's going to score the first run, and we'll still have runners at the corners for Midwest City with one run across.
Runners at first and third.
Here's your instant replay.
Now batting for the Midwest City Bombers, number 19, Natalia Wilson.
Instant replays today brought to you by the Eastside Church of Christ in Midwest City.
I think that's what I was saying earlier when I said that Norelli Brown is such a major part of this team. I mean, not only does she go 3 up and 3 down, but she comes out, gets the hits, scores the runs. It's almost like, what can this girl not do?
All-around player.
Yes.
And Brown goes ahead and takes second. The throw is made to third. That throw hits Liv Davis right in the small of the back as she is putting a foot on the bag. I don't remember what the count is. Sorry, Jordan. I'm still getting into the groove here. It's the first game I've called this year. First softball game I've been to this year, as a matter of fact. That's sad to say. Normally I would have been to a lot of games.
You picked a great weather day to come out. I was nervous this morning because it was like raining. I was like, oh, man, we're going to get rained out. But it turned out to really be a beautiful day.
Yeah, I kept watching the National Weather Service, and it kept showing, rain and thunderstorms from like 3 to 5. And it all just fizzled out before it got here. Natalia Wilson at the plate.
Natalia Wilson batting for the Bombers.
Midwest City with one run across. Carl Albert 0. Runners at first and third with 1 out. And the count is 1-0. There's another grounder. That one gets past second base. That may score 2 runs. Here comes the throw. Run slides in. And Midwest City's up 3-0 here in the first inning with the replay brought to you by the Eastside Church of Christ.
Now batting for the Bombers, number 5, Cadence Berry.
Midwest City really coming out on top, getting it done. First inning, love that for them.
And nothing has been hit hard at all. I mean, every single hit, it sounds like a mush ball out there getting hit.
Perfect spot. I mean, that saying hit it where they ain't, that's exactly what Midwest City has done this inning.
Just out of reach of third base and second base, just over the head of second base. I mean.
And that one's a hard one because Natalia Wilson is one of our good track runners as well. So she is very fast. She's one of those kids you definitely have to field it clean to get her out at first.
Can you see the number on this uniform? I thought I saw it said number 3, but.
No, this is Cadence Berry.
Cadence Berry's up.
This
Okay.
is Cadence Berry.
And a swing and a miss by Cadence.
Berry's out.
There's out number 2. 2 strikeout. No, excuse me, that is not 2 strikeouts.
Number 21, Gabby Williams.
Gabby Williams now up to bat.
That was a close one. I know Coach is definitely saying, hey, let's get down next time on that.
0-2 the count now to Gabby Williams. Again, 2 outs on the board. 3 runs scored in the bottom of the first for Midwest City. Etheridge on the mound, wind up, swing and a miss, and that's out number 3 after 1 inning of play. It's the Midwest City Bombers 3, the Carl Albert Titans 0, and we're going to take a break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Tommy's Express Car Wash. We know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rolling. This looks like you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Kristen Shaver Rogers, and Jordan Ray producing for us today at Midwest City High School, where the Midwest City Lady Bombers are leading the Carl Albert Lady Titans 3-0 after one inning of play here in Class 5A District Softball. At the plate for Carl Albert is Bailey Roosh. Norelli Brown getting it done on the mound. She faced 3 batters in the first inning, got all 3 out, 2 strikeouts. Roosh swings, fouls that one into the backstop. The socks that Midwest City's wearing, I assume, are kind of a pink out. Susan B. Coleman.
Yeah, the whole school is kind of doing a pink out. Even our football game tomorrow is doing pink out. So.
Well, on the or on the coaches wearing those, they look like soccer players with them on.
They kind of do. They kind of do.
Look like soccer referees is what they look like. Brown delivers, high pitch, fouled over the backstop. Roosh battling here. When you have the kind of accuracy that she has and dominance on the mound, just the side benefits of that, you may have another pitcher whose statistics seemingly are close, but when you have this kind of dominance, you just don't throw many pitches.
At all. I mean, she's throwing 5 to 6 pitches per batters, so there's games that she's ended with 18 strikeouts but had, only threw to 60, 70 pitches.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Crazy.
Now, one of the hardest hit ball we've seen in the game, going to right field, caught out in right field by Aaliyah Williams for out number 1.
Smith.
An instant replay on that caught fly ball out in right field. Now at the plate, Adeline Smith for the Titans. Maybe a slap hit going here as she's running forward in the batter's box, getting ready to hit the ball. Strike 1 is the call. That one comes off the bat foul, strike 2.
She's got 2 on her now, so now she's got to put a little bit more pop on it.
Just a little low, missing the strike zone. 1-2 the count. 2 outs. No run scored by Carl Albert. We're in the top of the second inning. Scores 3-0 Midwest City. Smith thinks about that one. Little bat movement. She holds up, gets the call, ball 2.
I probably would have thought about that one pretty good, too, with 2 strikes.
I'm telling you. I don't know how you let that pitch go.
Was a little close.
That one looked like it was there, too.
Maybe they're low.
Yeah.
The view that we have is up top, so it could be crossing the plate, but it's Maybe it's low because it
That's-
definitely seems like it's crossing the plate for sure.
Yeah, that's the hard thing about being in the press box. You can see if they're, outside or inside, but you just can't tell when they're low. Swing and a miss on strike 3, and that is 2 down now for Carl Albert. Another strikeout for Norelli Brown. That's her third strikeout of the ball game. Madison Etheridge at the plate for Carl Albert. It looks like she's going to be doing her own batting duties today. Nice cut, but no contact. She's got some length. When the bat comes around, it's got a little more speed. Another cut, strike 3, and that's strikeout number 4 for Norelli Brown. No score for Carl Albert. After 1.5 innings, it's 3-0 Midwest City, and we're going to hear from our sponsors here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Loading onto our conveyor belt is incredibly low stress and easy. The conveyor belt can fit vehicles up to 96 inches wide, so even dually trucks can fit. As you approach the tunnel, use the large red balls as a visual to guide you onto the belt. Slow your vehicle down and follow the prompts on the screen. No more worrying about damaging your rims and tires with an old-fashioned chain and pulley system. Try it out and love your ride.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Kristen Shaver-Rogers, and Jordan Ray back at Midwest City High School, Class 5A District Softball between the Midwest City Bombers and the Carl Albert Titans. We are in the bottom of the second. Midwest City is leading 3-0. On the mound for Carl Albert right now is Madison Etheridge, and at the plate for Midwest City is, I believe, Aaliyah Williams.
Yes, that's Aaliyah Williams. And she's a 4-year kid. She's been here all 4 years for Midwest City softball.
Swinging at one down low, strike 3. Aaliyah Williams goes down. There's another strikeout for Etheridge. You got your replay brought to you by the Eastside Church of Christ. And now Amari Russell coming in as the 9-hole hitter. Little slapper to first base, right down the line, fielded cleanly by Parker Buddy for out number 2.
Out to bat for the Bombers, number 2, Addie Scott.
Addie Scott now at the plate, back to the top of the lineup for Midwest City.
The top of the lineup for Midwest City is very dangerous.
Scott hit a ground ball to third base in her first at-bat that came off the arm of the third baseman. This one, she gets a little looper into shallow left field for a base hit.
They are finding ways to get on base tonight.
Out to bat for the Bombers, number 18, Jada Jacobs.
Jada Jacobs now to the plate with a runner at first and 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning. Jacob swings, gets one high into right field. Little sun out there, maybe having an impact. No problem, though. Fielded cleanly. And I said that was Parker Buddy at first earlier. That was Alexis Miller at first. That was Parker Buddy in right field that just fielded that ball. That's out number 3. No runs scored in the second inning. We're going to the top of the third with Midwest City leading Carl Albert 3-0 here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers. If you've been in a wreck, don't hesitate to call us.
This is why you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
When you call our firm, you're going to get one of us, not some paralegal or office manager.
Most lawyers, they take more money than their clients. Most of the time, a lot more.
We don't, and we guarantee it.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Kristen Shava-Rogers, Jordan Ray. Back at Midwest City High School, Class 5A District Softball between the Midwest City Bombers and the Carl Albert Titans. It's 3-0, Midwest City on top after 2 innings of play. We're in the top of the third. Carl Albert at the plate, leading off for Carl Albert here in the third inning. Right fielder, Parker Buddy. Parker comes from we'll call it a baseball family, right?
Yes, and her mom and I think Dad both graduated from Midwest City High School. Mom was actually the principal here when I first started working at Midwest City High School.
Now, Dad Ryan was a Major League Baseball player, and both of them from right here at Midwest City, but she's playing at Carl Albert now. But still in the same town, same district, not the same school. Kinsley Flynn at the plate now, strike one. Flynn is the catcher for the Titans. Little inside. Boy, I don't.
That ball had some movement on it because, honestly, I thought it was going outside away from her, and it zipped up in her hands real fast.
I thought it was – I thought it caught the plate pretty good, too, but I don't know where it was up and down. So, swing and a miss, strike two.
And I'm sure it's hard to see at home on TV, but the movement that she is putting on the ball is phenomenal.
Relly Brown, that one's outside, and she gets her to swing at it. Strike three. 2 down.
Batting for the Titans, number 5, Addison Purcell.
9-hole hitter now up for Carl Albert. The shortstop, Addison Purcell, at the plate. Purcell grabbing the bat like she was going to bunt. Never showed the bat to the ball, though. Gets called for a strike anyway on the pitch that was well in the strike zone. Good job by Addie Scott getting down and stopping that ball from getting away from her. No runners on. It wouldn't have been a major problem, but she kind of did the splits out there to get down and stop that one.
And she's doing an excellent job being catcher. She has been the shortstop here for the last 3 years and has transitioned into that catcher role effortlessly, I would say.
Both positions requiring tremendous athleticism. So 2-1 the count now. Might be the first batter to get 2 balls. I'm not sure. 3-1.
There's a full count earlier.
Okay.
First 3-1 count.
So 3-1 count now to Addison Purcell.
I don't know if it's making a difference, but she is deep in that box. I mean, she is all the way back as far as you can get.
And a walk issue to Addison Purcell, base runner for Carl Albert, to the top of the lineup now for the Titans, bringing Journey LaValle to the plate.
Journey LaValle. Two outs, runner first.
LaValle at first, 2 outs on the board. 1 strike issued to LaValle. Swings, high pop up, shallow center field, caught for out number 3.
Bombers will be up to bat, bottom of the 3rd.
After 2.5 innings of play, or is that, 2.5 innings of play. I got to remember which inning we're in. It is 3-0 still. Midwest City, they scored all of their runs in the bottom half of the first. It's 3-0 Midwest City over Carl Albert here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Kristen Shaver, Rogers, Jordan Ray, Midwest City High School, Class 5A District Softball between the Midwest City Bombers and the Carl Albert Titans. It's Midwest City on top, 3-0. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. Midwest City at the plate. Liv Davis up to bat. Madison Etheridge. Was that foul ball caught?
It was caught. It was caught.
That was a over-the-head running backwards catch for out number 1. Nice play out there.
That was Bailey Roosh.
Yeah, Bailey Roosh, third baseman for Carl Albert, making the play.
And she caught that over the head kind of backwards, so that was excellent. Way to track it in.
Norelli Brown gets a little looper in the field, picked up cleanly by Addison Purcell. The throw made over to Alexis Miller for out number 2.
See that hop it took? That's courtesy of that rain we had this morning, that good bounce that she took there.
So after giving up several hits in the first, Madison Etheridge just settled down and got things going. The defense is behind her, and Carl Albert is handling these batters from Midwest City, but they gave up those 3 runs, just boom, 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 early in the first inning.
I don't know about you, but she may have had to wear that one. We need some base runners.
Natalia Wilson at the plate. I guess that pitch caught the outside corner. One and one the count. 2 outs on the board, no runners on. Bottom of the 3rd, 3-0, Midwest City leading. Outside, swing and a miss. Both teams chasing outside pitches right now. I don't think it's the strike zone that's causing it. Another swing and a miss on an outside pitch for strike number 3, and that takes us to the 4th inning. Got the instant replay here, brought to you by the Eastside Church of Christ on that 3rd strike. Again, the score's 3-0. Midwest City leading Carl Albert after 3 innings of play on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business, and always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell. Call them at 405-642-8558.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Kristen Shaver-Rogers, and Jordan Ray. Midwest City High School Class 5A District Softball. Midwest City leading Carl Albert 3-0 after 3 innings of play. Carl Albert at the plate. They are the visitor. A.J. Bennett, the second baseman for Carl Albert, at the plate now as the leadoff batter here in the 4th inning. Norelli Brown on the mound. Bennett fouls that one off over the backstop, goes over our heads. I was just looking at this. It's the first time I've been to this softball field, and it's set up great for the fans for an evening game. You got your home fans with the sun at their back. You got the visitor stands are facing north. But, man, right field and center field are brutal when the sun's going down.
Yes, and if you've been to any of the other fields, they're kind of all the same, except this one faces, like, in the perfect direction, like you said, except for those 2 positions out in the field. They kind of get the brunt of it.
A.J. Bennett safely at first. She swung and missed on a 3rd strike, but that ball was high and not caught by the – did he just call her out? Oh, he's talking to the umpire. I thought he signaled out, pointed at her and signaled out, but he was calling the field umpire over to have a conversation. She swung and missed on a 3rd strike. It was not caught by the catcher, and she got to first base safely. Both umpires going, no, we didn't see anything that would make us think that she should be out. And Coach Mark Judson over there wanted him to review whether or not she tipped the ball or something. So leadoff runner on for the Titans here in the 4th inning. That brings Alexis Miller to the plate. Stealing second, nice throw, sliding in safely.
Runner safe at second.
Well, the field umpire took his time making that call. I think he made the right call, but it was a nice throw.
She got a really good jump. You could tell she knew she was going from the moment that girl started her windup. She was out of there.
One and 0, the count to Miller with the runner at second base now and no outs. This was Carl Albert's best offensive position they've been in thus far with the runner in scoring position. High and inside, ball 2. Hard hit ball goes foul over the first base dugout. You ever stop and think about terms that have persisted over generations, like dugout? You know, why dugout? And you think about how they used to do, they actually would dig down and the players would be down low. And I guess that's still, you know, Major League Baseball, a lot of the dugouts are below field level, but we call them dugouts regardless of the layout.
Oh, yeah, not all dugouts are created equally. There are some really good ones and there's some really bad ones out there.
That, amen. So we've got a slow rolling ball, goes to second base, throws made to first for out number 1, but the runner advances to third. That's A.J. Bennett now in scoring position at third base.
You know, Bennett is committed to play at Oklahoma Christian University.
That would be my alma mater. And Jordan, you know anyone else that went to school there?
Let's see, Sherry Cole.
Another out at first, but a run scores, and Carl Albert is on the board on another 4-3 play.
2 outs.
Going from.
By the way, Tracy, to add to what you're saying, is a softball really soft?
Not when it hits you, it's not. It has more mass and therefore will absorb more of an impact from the bat than a baseball will. And its core is not as hard as a baseball, but it's still a hard it's still a hard object.
I wouldn't consider it soft, that's for sure.
I'm not going to sit and let someone just start beating me with them. I promise you that. Bunt laid down goes foul. That by Adeline Smith. She struck out in her first at-bat. 1-1 the count to Smith with no runners on and 2 outs.
Oh.
She swings and hits a soft one down the third base line. Cadence Berry is in, playing tight, fields the ball, quickly makes the throw to first base to Aaliyah Williams, and that's out number 3. So the score's 3-1 now after 3.5 innings of play. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. Midwest City on top here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
More than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Kristen Shaver-Rogers, Jordan Ray, back at Midwest City High School. And I want to correct something I've been saying. I've been saying Aaliyah Williams, first baseman for Midwest City. I've said it multiple times. It's Liv Davis at first base. Cadence Berry, who just fielded that last hit ball by Carl Albert, is now at the plate with Madison Etheridge on the mound. It is the Midwest City Lady Bombers leading the Carl Albert Lady Titans 3-1. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning with Cadence Berry of Midwest City at the plate. Ball 1 to Berry, no outs. Swing and a miss by Berry. Nice cut on that ball. Berry struck out in her first at-bat.
Oh.
Fouls this one over the first base dugout. Little girl chases that one down and gives it to the Carl Albert team. Jordan and I have talked about this before. Remember the days when every time a foul ball was hit, a kid would chase it down, take it to the concession stand for a free snow cone. So,
oh, man.
Little short fly ball hit the first base.
Nowadays they tell you to make sure you just bring the ball back. You don't get to keep it. You don't get anything for it. Just give it back to the team,
snow cones,
please.
Huh?
No snow cones.
Now batting for the Bombers, number 21,
Gabby Williams at the plate now for the Bombers. And she struck out in her first at-bat. 1 out, fly ball again, going to first, caught behind first base by the second baseman, A.J. Bennett. Good help there from Bennett.
Now Aaliyah Williams is up to bat.
Aaliyah Williams.
Right fielder, she struck out in her first at-bat. That could be said of a lot of players on both sides of this game. They struck out in their first at-bat. Etheridge now has 5 strikeouts in the game. Norelli Brown for Midwest City with 4 strikeouts.
All right, Kristen, what do you think Coach Judson's saying to Aaliyah there?
I think he's telling her to, really focus, keep your eye on the ball, and watch what you're swinging at. It seems like Midwest City has kind of started to go cold and start to swing at some pitches that they weren't swinging at in that first inning and not being as selective. And so I think he's telling them to kind of lock back in and start being more selective. She's going to get out of this inning with less than 10 pitches.
Again, a pitch I was out in the batter's box outside, and she swung at it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You got to draw that back in and make her throw some strikes here. When batters start to swing at balls out there, you start doing the job for the pitcher, making it easy on them.
Low pitch, swing and a miss, and there's out number 3. Madison Etheridge getting 2 strikeouts in that inning. Is that right? 1 strikeout. We had 2 fly balls caught at third base. So after 4 innings of play, it's 3-1. Midwest City leading Carl Albert here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
of all auto accident deaths were rollovers.
This looks like you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Kristen Shaver-Rogers, and Jordan Ray. City High School, where the Midwest City Lady Bombers lead the Lady Titans of Carl Albert 3-1. We are in the top of the fifth. Midwest City is the home team, has last at-bats. Midwest City scored all three of their runs early in the first. Carl Albert put a run on the board in the fourth to close the gap a little. And Norelli Brown continuing to get it done on the mound for Midwest City. Norelli Brown, we were looking at some statistics, and we can talk about that a little more later on, but nationally standing with at least 140 strikeouts, number one in the nation right now. Just phenomenal job. Kristen, I believe she's committed to play ball at the next level already, right?
Yeah, and Jordan, I think, I don't know the exact school, but I know it is D1, and I know it is in Kansas City. Am I right, Jordan?
Yes, that's in the name, too. University of Missouri, Kansas City.
Here we go.
University of Missouri, Kansas City.
And I'm excited to see what she does at the next level. I mean, the way her ball moves, it's so fun to watch.
Yeah, doing a great job here against a good offensive team. I mean, Carl Albert's been putting runs on the board this season, and they've only given up one now in 4.5 innings. Madison Etheridge at the plate for Carl Albert leading off in this inning, and she has a count of 1-2 after fouling a few balls off down the third baseline. It's so exciting to watch. I'm going to use the word kids, okay? I'm almost 60 years old, so I'm going to use the word kids. We got a fly ball hit to right field. Boy, got a little bit of danger territory out there. The ball fell a little short. She had to underhand it.
Yeah.
Boy, as a coach, you start going, oh!
What was that famous baseball player that used to always make catches like that? Was it Willie Mays?
Willie Mays,
the bucket catch.
Yeah.
Made me nervous there.
Absolutely. But the catch made by Aaliyah Williams for out number one.
And I know I said earlier, but what makes Norelli so interesting is she's not just a pitcher. She is not the pitcher that you're going to see in the flex position. If she's pitching, she's hitting.
Parker Buddy, the right fielder for Carl Albert at the plate now. But it is so, to me, one of the most fun things about being involved in sports media or with high school sports in general is watching these kids go from youth sports up through junior high sports and watching them develop and grow. And you see some that completely fall apart, family problems and other interests in life and different things happen, and you see those that continue to develop. And it's so fun to watch them continue to develop, and I can just imagine her path to get to where she is today. 2-2 the count now to Buddy with one out on the board. No runners on.
Yeah, she's definitely a hardworking kid. She's that kid that spends every weekend of her summertime playing ball. I'm sure Dad's got her pitching a couple days a week. So, yes, ball is probably her life outside of this. But this kind of what you said, this team is kind of like that. This team has gone through a coaching change, so they've really bonded together and stayed together. All of these girls have been out since freshman year, and I think they're going to stick it out together.
Kinsley Flynn really reaches, doesn't really even swing, just kind of pokes the bat and pulls it around. Pitch not going where she was expecting it to be for strike number one. Now one low and inside. Ball one. 2 outs on the board. I also really enjoy watching coaches develop.
Yeah.
And watching coaches learn and change the way that they coach and different things that they do over, from year to year to year. It's you especially see the significant development with basketball coaches. The bunt laid down by Kinsley Flynn, fielded by Brown. Brown makes the throw to first, and I don't know if the ball hit Flynn or if it just come off the glove of the first baseman, but Flynn is safe at first base on an error.
Yeah, I think that one just came off that second baseman's glove. Norelli, I mean, you think she pitches hard. I've played catch with the kid. She can gun it overhanded. So if you're moving it in transition and not ready, that ball will creep up on you pretty quick.
So a runner at first now with 2 outs on the board brings Addison Purcell to the plate for Carl Albert. She shows bunt, pitch is high, ball 1. It's what you call show bunt with a quick exit. I don't even really feel like the pitch was that much inside. Fouls that one off the end of the bat. Again, attempting the bunt. 1-1 the count now with 2 outs. Runner at first.
Knowing that they're probably going to try to bunt here to advance this runner, I'd be trying to throw something up in the zone. Hopefully she can get that bunt to pop up and get a quick little double play here.
Low pitch, ball 2, throw going to second, slide, takes the feet out of shortstop Jada Jacobs. So we've got a courtesy runner for Carl Albert. That's number 12, London Brown. She did a good job of getting down. I think Jacobs actually went up in the air and came down on top of her as she was sliding in. So now runner in scoring position with 2 outs, a 1-1 count. Purcell showing bunt again, low pitch, and Brown stills third.
2 outs.
Jordan, the coach over at Carl Albert now, Roland Baza?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, playing aggressive here, trying to get some scores. As time, time is not his. I shouldn't say time, but time of play or innings are not his friend now. 3-1 the count to Purcell with a runner at third base. 2 outs. Fouled into the backstop.
Full count.
That might have been her pitch.
That might have been it. Now, a full count is kind of where Norelli wants to be because it really puts the ball in the hitter's court. You going to swing or you not going to swing? And she doesn't throw a lot of balls, so.
And she takes that one looking for out number 3. Take another look at that one, courtesy the Eastside Church of Christ. After 4.5 innings of play, the score remains 3-1. Midwest City coming to the plate. When we come back from a break, it will be back to the top of the lineup. Amari Russell, will be up. 9-hole hitter for Midwest City will be up for the Bombers. We're going to take a break here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the Works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Kristen Shaver-Rogers, and Jordan Ray back at Midwest City High School, where the Lady Bombers lead the Carl Albert Lady Titans 3-1. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning with Midwest City at the plate. Amari Russell batting left, takes a few steps forward in the batter's box and fouls that one off for strike number 1. So we were just talking during the break over here about Roland Baza, the head coach for the Carl Albert Lady Titans. He's in his first year now with the Lady Titans. Little bouncer goes right back to Etheridge at the mound. She makes the throw over to first base, and that is out number 1. That throw made over to Alexis Miller.
Yeah, Coach Baza was the head baseball coach at Deer Creek, I believe, a couple years ago, and is still an assistant baseball coach and was assistant softball coach last year and took over for Garrett Wages. So he does have an extensive background to him.
At the plate now for Midwest City, Addie Scott, top of the lineup. She was on safely her first at-bat on an error at third base. She hit a single into left field her second trip up, and she takes a strike on her first pitch here, now ball 1. 1 out on the board, no runners on. Midwest City leads 3-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Had to think about that one for a minute, but the strike is called. 1-2 the count now to Scott. Coach Mark Judson, Midwest City's been here for 3 years as the head coach now and was an assistant for some time before that. Doing a good job with these ladies this year. 2-2 the count now to Scott.
It should be mentioned this is Midwest City's first year in 5A. Other sports have been in 5A for a while. It took softball a while to get down there, but they are in 5A now.
And it seems like the move has been nothing but positive for them. I mean, that 6A schedule that they were playing was really difficult with the jinx and the broken arrow. So this has really seemed to kind of settle in for these girls and be a good place for them.
Inside pit, no, strike call.
Oh, he called a strike on that. That was
well, I was
that
watching
was a little
this.
high and inside, but
I thought so as well. The batter thought so as well. 2 down now with Jada Jacobs coming to the plate. Jacobs was on safely her first at-bat. Hit a fly ball to right field. Second trip up. This one hit to center field. Bobbled and caught out in center field. Wow. That one by Journey LaValle. As she chases that one down, it looked like the ball come flying out. She falls down and the ball ends up back in her glove.
I mean, that's what you want. That is keeping your eye on it, staying locked in, and literally seeing the ball into your glove. Excellent job on that. Excellent job.
The instant replay on that one brought to you by Eastside Church of Christ. Folks, I'm a minister over at the Eastside Church of Christ. Just want to let you know that you are welcome. Not just that you are welcome, but we invite you to come and join us. We tell you about what our values are, what we are passionate about, and share with you some of the great community efforts that we participate in Midwest City and try to take care of our community. And you can participate with us in serving the Midwest City community there at the Eastside Church of Christ at 916 South Douglas Boulevard.
And if you're looking for a place to go, they do a lot of good things for the community. We were talking about that earlier, about all the good stuff they do, especially for the kiddos at Carl Albert and some of the other schools around here. So check them out.
We're going to take a quick break here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Last year, 35% of all auto accident deaths were rollovers.
This looks like you need our number in your phone. This could be you.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Kristen Shaver-Rogers, Jordan Ray, back at Midwest City High School. We are in the top of the 6th. 2 more at-bats for Carl Albert, trailing by 2. And that one comes off the glove of Jada Jacobs. Journey LaValle, the batter, she just made a great play in center field. Now she's on safely on the air at shortstop and almost got in trouble over there at first base as she rounded first, headed to second when Jacobs picked that ball up, and LaValle had to get back to first in a hurry. And Jordan was just pointing out to us, we were talking about Norelli Brown and her phenomenal arm and her commitment to go play at the University of Missouri, Kansas City. And Journey LaValle is committed to go play softball right here locally at Southern Nazarene University over in Bethany. A.J. Bennett at the plate with the runner at first.
Now, Tracy, were you taking some grad courses there?
Not grad course. Actually, I said my alma mater to OC earlier. I went to Oklahoma Christian before I went into the Air Force. I did not complete my degree there, but I did go back and complete my undergraduate degree, my bachelor's degree at Southern Nazarene University. Okay. So thank you.
So you got ties to both.
I do. And the master's degree work is about to begin.
Same place?
No, this will be at Heritage University.
Okay.
I'm sure the two Carl Albert players that are committed to OC and SNU will see each other as opponents.
Yep.
I don't know if Kristen, you've ever dealt with that.
Yeah. lots of people that I played against in high school ended up being my teammates in college at SWAZU, so that was really cool.
So you experienced the opposite.
Opposite, yeah.
So A.J. Bennett strikes out, but Journey LaValle advances to second. So a runner in scoring position now with only one out on the board, and Alexis Miller at the plate. Miller struck out her first at-bat, and she hit into a grounder at second, her second trip up. We are in, again, the top of the sixth with Midwest City leading 3-1. Midwest City has given up more than one run only 5 times this season. 3 of those they gave up 2 runs. One of those was the recent loss to Guthrie. Yep. The other time they gave up 3 runs and 5 runs early in the season to Class 2A Conowall. And that's a real surprise to me. Not sure what the status of that game was, if Norelli was not available, but I don't have that information. But again, a little bit of a shocker when I look at it. 1-2 the count to Miller with 1 out and a runner at second. Swing and a miss. There's another strikeout. That's 2 Ks now for Brown here in this inning.
Now batting for the Titans, number 1, Bailey Roosh.
Bailey Roosh at the plate. Let's see, she hit a fly ball to center field, her first at bat, and she's going to put another one into center field.
Natalia Wilson with the snag.
That's out number 3. So Carl Albert got a runner in scoring position early in the 6th, but was not able to capitalize. Remains a 2-run deficit for the Titans with Midwest City coming back to the plate in the bottom of the 6th, leading 3-1 here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the Works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Kristen Shaver-Rogers, and Jordan Ray at Midwest City High School. Midwest City at the plate here in this softball game, Class 5A district play. Midwest City looking to move into I started to say a tie, but they would actually have the lead on the head-to-head in the district play against Carl Albert, leading 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Fly ball. Phenomenal catch out there by A.J. Bennett, the second baseman for Carl Albert, as she's running backwards and reaches up to catch that one over her head. And that hit was by Liv Davis. Norelli Brown now coming to the plate. Brown hit one into left field in her first at-bat. Hit a grounder to shortstop, her second trip to the plate. And this time she fouls one down the third base line. 0-1 the count. 1 out, no runners. Etheridge puts that one a little outside. 1-1 the count now. Now, I was giving those strike counts earlier, and I thought it was odd, and I was actually counting the wrong sides of the pages. So it was Norelli Brown with 7 and Etheridge with 4. So that has changed now as Brown has even more. Brown gets one, hits into right field. Coming up to catch that one, Parker Buddy comes in, and it just falls into her glove after a few steps forward.
Now up to bat for the Bombers, number 19, Natalia Wilson.
Natalia Wilson comes to the plate, and she hit one into shallow right field for a base hit, her first at-bat, and then struck out her second trip up. Swing and a foul ball driven down first base line. Well, that ball sliced like a golf ball. It looked like it was going down, and then it just took off sailing out over the fence sideways. 0-2 the count now to Wilson. 2 outs, no runners on. Bottom of the 6th. Midwest City leads 3-1, and Wilson goes down swinging. So after 6 periods of play, it's 3-1 Midwest City. This is Carl Albert's last shot. We're at the top of the 7th. We only play 7 innings of softball. They've got to score 2 runs to keep this game going.
They do, and it seems like Midwest City's kind of cooling off, and Carl Albert's heating up. So I'm interested to see where this last inning's going to go.
Carl Albert's had a couple of runners in scoring position in these late innings, but they've only capitalized once. They've left a couple of runners stranded. We're going to take a quick break here and get ready for the final frame of this one on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Kristen Shaver-Rogers, Jordan Ray at Midwest City High School, Class 5A District Play. It's the Midwest City Lady Bombers leading the Carl Albert Lady Titans 3-1, top of the 7th. Carl Albert at the plate, which means they have to score 2 runs to keep this game going. If they do not score 2 runs here in the top of the 7th, it's game over. Midwest City does not require their last at-bats. Going to pop up is going foul, and that's going to be strike 2 for Adeline Smith. No runners on. I said Adeline. Yeah, Adeline Smith is the leadoff for Carl Albert here in the top of the 7th. A reminder to all of our viewers that we will be doing this game in reverse action, if you will, next Thursday at Carl Albert when Carl Albert hosts Midwest City. It's not exactly like there's a home field advantage here with these two schools being a couple of miles apart. And there's ball 1 to Smith. Also tomorrow night, we've got Midwest City versus Del City on the Oklahoma Sports Network in high school football. A big inter-district rivalry there. And then maybe game of the week in the state of Oklahoma this week is the Carl Albert Titans hosting the Stillwater Pioneers. And that ball come off of Smith's leg after she swung and fouled it off of her leg there in the batter's box. So that is
still strike 2-2 count.
2-2 count. Still
real quick for the Carl Albert football game, they have a 41-game win streak, and this is probably going to be their toughest regular season test. The Stillwater.
Okay.
Now Stillwater, nice hit right back to Norelli Brown. She fills it, makes the throw over to first to Liv Davis for out number 1. Midwest City's 2 outs away from winning this ball game. Stillwater Pioneers, a perennial contender in 6A2 and looking really strong with a dominant win on their resume already for the season, defeating the Red Hawks of Union. I have a real hard time remembering to call them the Red Hawks, but another one of those schools that's changed their names. And I've been following high school sports so long, it's hard for me to remember those name changes. But that game coming up, nice hit into right field. Etheridge rounds first, holds up, and there's a base hit for Madison Etheridge.
For the Titans, number 10, Parker Buddy.
And that was a hard hit. Really good job of Aaliyah Williams getting that stop there, because if that would have got by her, that would have definitely probably been a triple.
And we were talking about a no-hitter for Norelli Brown, and here we are in the top of the 7th. Etheridge gets the first base hit of the game for Carl Albert. We've had several players get on errors. We had one on a pass ball, a pass third strike, and we've had one walked on base on balls, but that was the first credited hit for the Carl Albert offense. Parker Buddy at the plate now with a runner at first base and 1 out. Carl Albert needing 2 runs here in the top of the 7th, down 3-1. Strike 1 to Buddy. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
And, I just have not seen Norelli lose her focus. I mean, she has stayed consistent this entire game. Strikes after strikes.
0-2 the count to Buddy. There's a third pitch, and that one's going to be fouled off. Bounces foul. Swing and a miss.
2 down.
Out 2. A runner at first. Coming to the plate with 2 outs.
And this is a big deal because I don't even know when the last time Midwest City beat Carl Albert in softball is. That would be some serious stat digging Jordan would have to figure out for us.
I have no idea. I think we got a
we have a pinch hitter. Yeah, Avery McNair coming to the plate for Carl Albert with 2 outs. No pressure, Avery. No pressure, right?
That's always a tough position to be in, But you got to feel good that coach actually believes in you to put you in that situation.
Swing and a miss by McNair. 0-1 the count with 2 outs. Midwest City 2 strikes away from a win, leading 3-1 here in the top of the 7th. Strike 2, 1 strike away now for the Lady Bombers. McNair steps back into the batter's box, shakes the dust off of her pants. Pitch delivered, and it's a little low. Boy, that's hard to sit and look at when you know the game is on the line, but 1-2 the count to McNair.
Number 11 has great self-discipline because I don't know if I could have held back on that one.
She gets a hit. That one's going over the head of second base. Out of her glove. She's on safely. Etheridge rounds third. The throw goes over the third baseman's head. Run scores, and McNair is at third. The tying run is at third base for Carl Albert with 2 outs on the board. Oh, my goodness. Coach said, McNair, I trust you. Go in and get the job done, and she did.
Hey, anyway.
There's no need to worry about that base runner.
Bombers lead 3-2.
There's not. I would just focus in on this hitter and try to get this strikeout here.
Coach Judson joining his infield out at the mound to have a conversation. Calm them down, keep them getting rattled. You don't need them to getting panicked and making bad throws. 3-2 the score. Midwest City leading Carl Albert, top of the 7th inning. 2 outs with a runner at third base.
Yeah, it looks like Carl Albert went ahead and subbed in their pinch runner or their courtesy runner, number 12, London Brown.
She's already come in and scored I think the only run for Carl Albert. Had a couple of steals in that last series when she was out as a base runner. Norelli Brown on the mound. Let's see. We have Addison Purcell, the shortstop, at the plate for Carl Albert. Purcell takes strike one, shows bunt, lays it down. She's got to run fast. Brown picks up the ball, makes the throw to Liv Davis at first base for out number 3, and the Midwest City Lady Bombers defeat the Carl Albert Lady Titans 3-2. That gives Midwest City a lead in the standings now,
They
first
are
place in district.
#1 in district. Way to go, Lady Bombers. They have worked really hard to get here, so I'm super excited for them. They've earned every bit of this.
You know, I don't know if there is a more significant position in sports. When you think about what a dominant player at any position can do, you can talk about pitching in baseball, you can talk about quarterbacks in football, all this, but a pitcher in softball
Is everything.
is a
It could
difference
be
maker
everything.
in
Yes.
every game.
Yes, it absolutely is.
And this makes next week's game massive. So,
Oh, and it's only a one-run edge. So if they split, and of course, if they were to split, that would be 2 losses then for Midwest City after the loss to Guthrie.
Right.
Then, assuming that there are no other losses involved, Carl Albert would then have the edge in the standings. But if it does come down to points, a 1-run win versus a 2-run win makes a huge difference.
It could make a difference.
Yeah.
Well,
What a great softball game here
I'm
today.
excited for this next one to see which way it's going to go.
So will you be joining? I'm sorry, Jordan. Will you be joining us next Thursday?
I
as
will.
well?
I will. I'll be there
Awesome.
next Thursday as well.
And Midwest City's trying to host their first regional in a while too. So this goes a long way to help them get that regional. Even if they don't fall short to Carl Albert, this could help them battle Guthrie, because Guthrie's a team they got to worry about now that they lost a few days ago.
Right. Yeah. Interesting you were talking about that game with Guthrie earlier. Controversial call at the end. It's an extra inning game. It's a 1-run game. So a lot happening. You've got some good teams in this district. A lot happening. A lot of things could still happen in the standings with a few games left to play. And, of course, big game, massive game, as Jordan put it, next Thursday at Carl Albert between these two teams. It's going to be exciting to be there to call that one.
It is.
And don't forget, Carl Albert, they've made state in softball. I don't know the number for that, but it's been years consecutively. So very good win for Midwest City. And Carl Albert, you expect them to be right back because, again, they have a habit of making state in softball every year.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Carl Albert to come out next week and be on their A game and look like a very different team. But then again, Midwest City, man, they've got that Bomber magic, so I wouldn't be surprised if they came out looking good as well.
Coach Judson got to be feeling good right now after coaching here as the head coach for 3 years, to see the team improving and getting to this point. Now he's got to settle them down for the remaining games because, Norelli Brown dominant on the mound, but right there at the end, a couple of bad throws and a little panic time almost cost them a game there in the 7th, or at least almost.
And I think some of those girls are younger, sophomores, maybe. I don't think any of them are freshmen. They're looking like mostly sophomores. So I think them getting a few more games under their belt will also help too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one more thing about the Thursday game we'll have on. Carl Albert may go in a different direction pitching-wise. They don't have that one clear starter because we thought we were going to see Kinley Sutton pitch today, and so we may see that Thursday, or we may see the same pitcher, Eldridge. She pitched well. We know who Midwest City is going to start, and Carl Albert's going to be more comfortable against her too. They're going to know what they're up against.
Well, and Madison Etheridge ended up with 7 strikeouts today, so she did well. It was those hits she gave up early.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that she was pitching bad, but, she was just giving them balls they could hit early on. And then she started putting some balls outside, making them chase a little bit, and Midwest City was doing exactly what she wanted them to do. So she did her job on the mound later. It was just those early runs that she gave up. And, of course, we could just keep going on and gushing over Norelli Brown.
With Carl Albert, with Midwest City, scoring so early in the game, it kind of is there. Were they hot? Did they have that one inning? If there was another inning, how would it have turned out? So it'll be fun to see kind of how the teams come out next week. Who's going to come out hot? I used to always say who team scores first wins, but it's not always right. But sometimes it kind of plays out.
A lot of comfort for Norelli Brown as a pitcher when your team comes out, puts some runs on the board, and gives you that cushion, lets you to be really settle in and be more comfortable with what you're trying to do as a pitcher as well. And, know that if you happen to give up a hit, that you're not putting your team in significant danger of losing a game. So that early score really helped her out on the mound as well. Great game today. It's the Midwest City Lady Bombers getting the win over the Carl Albert Lady Titans in 5A district play. Final score 3-2 in 7 innings here at Midwest City. Again, next Thursday, we're going to bring the rematch to you. In district play, it's a home and away with every team. So this is the game at Midwest City. Next Thursday, they're going to play at Carl Albert. That game will be at 6:30 p.m. next Thursday, September 25th. It'll be the same crew right there at Carl Albert High School bringing you the rematch for that one. And want to remind you that tomorrow night we've got Midwest City versus Del City on the Oklahoma Sports Network, and the Carl Albert Titans hosting the Stillwater Pioneers in what should shape up to be one of the best football games in the state of Oklahoma tomorrow night. So thank you. We appreciate you listening, watching, participating in whatever manner that you did today. I want to remind you, we've got the Oklahoma Sports Network app. It's a great way for you to be able to reach out and follow all of our sports on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We have more than just the Mid-Del schools. We have quite a few schools around the state, and you can always get us on YouTube or on our website as well. But appreciate you being in our audience today, and want to thank our sponsors for making this broadcast happen. Kristen, it's great having you. It's been nice meeting you.
I'm excited to be here, and I'm honored to be here. Let's say that.
Jordan, you always do a phenomenal job.
Hey, we got it done.
All right.
There were some adventures with the camera shots, but we got it done.
We did.
3-2 the final, Midwest City over Carl Albert in this 5A softball game here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.